Let's hit it, guys. Oof, nice. This thing pulls really nice. Good afternoon and welcome back to Peter's Autovlog. This is Peter. In today's video, we're going to get behind the wheel of this pre-owned 2024 Ford F-150 Raptor. Now, I'm very excited, guys, to get behind the wheel of this Raptor, especially this kind of base Raptor, and I have not driven the new 2024 updated Raptor on this channel before. But before we go on, I want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this Ford Raptor. Big thank you to my friend Tim. And I'm going to put all their information and a link to the website in the description below. And ladies and gentlemen, here we have this 2024 Ford F-150 Raptor. Now, as I mentioned, this one that we have with us here is slightly pre-owned. It's only got about 3,600 miles, so still pretty much a newer Ford Raptor. This one here that we have with us here, of course, is the updated F-150 that includes this F-150 Raptor. And I have not had a chance to get behind the wheel of this one. Now, this one that we have with us here is done in Oxford White, which is a really cool color. It goes well with the Ford F-150 Raptor. Of course, it's a wider truck. It's got the graphics. This has got the 3.5 liter high output turbocharged V6, as we all know. It got pretty much a well-known one. Of course, we got the Raptor R as well. I almost had a chance to drive one, but unfortunately that was sold before I could get my hands on it. But it's going to give you guys a little quick review of this Ford F-150 Raptor. We're actually going to go and mostly drive it. So as you can see, we got the 35s on this one. This one here is pretty much a base F-150 Raptor. The only option on this one is basically the panoramic sunroof, and that's it. Basically, that's all there is of options in this Raptor. We got the graphics, so you can see that we got the awesome Fox, of course, the live valve suspension. That's very famous for the trucks. Now, for 2024, you can get the dual valve live shocks, but this one doesn't have it. You have to get the 37 package to get those shocks. This one has basically the single live valve shocks, so it's not a bad combination. Still got an awesome suspension, but if you want a little more tougher or the best of the best, you have to go to the 37 package on the even on this V6 Raptor. Now, as you can see, guys, the key detecting me is going back and forth with the lights, but you can see we got the updated LED tail lights. We got the Ford applique here in the back. We got the dual exhaust, and on this one here, as you can see, it's got a receiver hitch. This F-150 Raptors can tow on this particular one 8,200 pounds, and you can put about 1,400 pounds or 1,300 pounds of payload capacity, if I'm correct. Let's go ahead and check out the rear, guys. So we have the key here with me, up and close. So we're gonna do a quick double click to open up the rear gate. But as you can see, guys, it's about 1,400 pounds you can put in this bed. As you can see here, we also got the 2 kilowatt power. That's part of this package. So this one doesn't have any type of a spraying bed liner, but you have plenty much hooks and a little storage space right here. So a pretty cool, awesome place to put your things. Of course, this F-150 Raptors are not meant to be the best tow or the best capacity, but basically you get a little bit of a fourth world awesome truck with a little bit of regular truck activities as well. A lot of hooks and stuff. As you can see, there we got a rear camera, and also we got the rear window there as well. But there we go, guys. So a quick view of the bed here. Let's go ahead and bring this up and walk around here, guys. Double click, you can open up and bring this up as well. As you can see there, that's pretty cool. Pretty nice size tips that you can see there on the exhaust. That's really cool. We got your black tow hooks. Those 37s look fantastic. Those are gloss black wheels, as you can see. Really awesome 35-inch tires. These are basically BF Goodrich TA tires. These are the KO2s. Really awesome the way it is. Of course, this it's got about 13 or 14 inches of travel, and then we got basically a foot of ground clearance, and you can forge about 36 inches of water, if I'm correct. I'll put that information for you guys up on the screen. But an awesome looking Ford Raptor. I really love this thing. Of course, it's wider. You got the front lights here, as you can see. The key should detect me, and I'm going to see if those lights will come on here. As you can see, we got your lights come on because these are DOT that you have to have those. We got LED fog lights, LED headlights, of course your daytime running lights that are brand new to this 2024 F-150. Really cool the way it is. Let's go ahead and check out the engine. Coming here to the hood of this Ford Raptor. Let's go ahead and bring this hood up a little bit, guys, here, and if I can get this thing up, and there we go. Thank you for some hydraulic assistance. And here we have the 3.5 liter twin turbocharged V6, the EcoBoost. This is the high output version for this Ford Raptor. 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. This is going through, of course, the specialty four-wheel drive system that this Ford Raptor carries, and is going through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Of course, the other engine you can get is the awesome supercharged V8. That's this is the 6.2-liter supercharged V8. Fantastic engine. That's the one I would probably choose, but this is still a pretty potent power plant for this truck, and it gives you a little bit of better fuel mileage if I'm correct. Fantastic engine, lots of power, great torque in this engine. Let's talk about fuel economy. This is about 15 miles per gallon in the city and about 18, 19 in the highway. I'll put all those figures for you guys up on the screen. But there you go, guys. Here's the power plant of this Ford F-150 Raptor. Let's go ahead and bring this down, and there we go. And coming here to the driver's side of this F-150 Raptor, as you can see, guys, we got blind spot mirrors. We also got those things that fold in, and we got a comfort access as well. And as you can see, this one is to go with the keypad here in case you want to leave your keys inside and lock the door. Let's go ahead and open up this F-150 Raptor. And as you can see, guys, we got an awesome interior to these Raptors. We got a combination of some orange stitching, the soft leather, the alcantera, really cool. We've done plenty of reviews on this F-150. As you can see, we got the Ford Performance plate right there. We got your running boards here. As you can see, this is basically your off-road boards. Really nice. We got a little bit of carbon fiber. As you can see there, we got the American flag on this one, bit of aluminum trim and a little more red stitching. As you can see, this part of this combination of this Ford Performance Ford F-150 Raptor. Love the seats. It's a combination of leather and alcantera. Really cool. I really love the older seats that were done in blue, which is one of my favorite seats. Unfortunately, Ford's not offering those anymore. And as you can see, this one here is offering with the or comes with the panoramic sunroof. Let's go ahead, guys, and drop inside. And here we are inside of this F-150 Raptor. As you can see, guys, I've done quite a bit of reviews of this Ford F-150's interior. So if you want to check out my other F-150 reviews to get a little more in depth of what's going on with this 2024 F-150s. But let's go ahead and start up this F-150 Raptor. Foot on the brake, start button. Get everything started, get a little of AC going because it's quite hot here. As you can see, that awesome head-up display there as well, the graphics, and as you can see, we got that awesome exhaust as well. Oof, that sounds so good. So as you can see, you got the Ford Performance page right there. We got your 12-inch screen, your 12-inch digital cluster, dual zone AC, heated and cool seats, all kinds of connections. We got your little more upper glove box here with the door with a little bit of carbon graphite. We got, of course, your glove box, 14-speaker Bang & Olufsen system, as I mentioned, the sunroof, your toggle switches, the places to put your gear here. Really cool. This one also has basically here your gear selector here that you can put down. We also got the mobile office on this girl as well. So pretty cool. My phone is wireless charging right there. USB ports. This can close up as well there, as you can see there. And we got your drive modes: 2-wheel high, 4-wheel high, 2-low, or sport. All the things you can do. Brake controller, Pro Trader, brake assist as well. All kinds of gadgets that we have known for in this F-150. But of course, this one's got the tuned suspension. This one's basically meant to go off-road. We got some pedals here as well for your transmission. Yes, of course, we can close that. Let's go ahead, guys, and close the door. Before we close the door, let's go ahead and hear one more time that twin turbo V6. Got a sport exhaust in this. Oof, sounds so nice. Let's go ahead, guys, and close the door. So I really like the details of this F-150 Raptor. The interior is really nice. Of course, the steering wheel is much thicker. Feels more like a sports car leather covered steering wheel than a truck, to be honest with you. You got the big paddles in the back, of course, controls for your adaptive cruise control and all that stuff. This one does not come with a Blue Cruise. As you can see, this one is not equipped with that. But the rest of it's, guys, just basically fair in F-150 Raptor, or F-150, excuse me, pickup. Really nice the way it is. Plenty of visibility in this truck, especially with the windows and the panoramic sunroof. And I love the toggle switches that come on this truck. So we got also home link there as well with a black headliner. Love the seats. We got cooled and heated seats, as you can see there. Center console opens up as well. You got a little more storage space and a couple of more USB ports there as well. So a lot of good price. Fantastic truck, very comfortable, very capable, pretty quick, and especially if you get this in a Raptor R, it's going to be one hell of a fun time. And before we head out, let's go ahead and take a look at I found actually the original sticker of this F-150 Raptor. Let's go ahead and open her up. I might have to put this up on the screen for you guys, but you might be able to see it pretty good. So we got a 2024 F-150 Raptor, offshore white. The only option on this one here, as you can see, is the twin panel moonroof for a total price of $81,470 for this truck. I believe Bartow Ford is asking about the same at about $80,000. I'll put that information for you guys up on the screen. But as you can see, it's only got 33,592 miles, so it's pretty much still under 3,600 miles. But awesome truck nonetheless, and there's not a new one on the lot. This is basically the only one. They happen to have an older one as well, but awesome the way this looks. I love the way this Raptors are in terms of the way everything's done. Got all the same ergonomics as the F-150, but just basically with much more better materials and more of a sporting nature. Let's go ahead and go out for a test drive. Let's go ahead and put I gotta break this thing up here as well. You see my little, of course, your little gear knob, and let's go ahead and put this in reverse. Okay, so we got our 360-degree camera. As I mentioned, we do have real quick, as I mentioned, a 14-speaker Bang & Olufsen system. That sounds fantastic as well. And we got trajectory lens along with our 360-degree cameras, and of course we got all types of camera angles as well. So you got also your bed camera there, as you can see there, all kinds of great camera angles, so pretty cool to have. Of course, we also got a front camera as well. And of course in this one we got no trouble if we actually, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go and, oh, I stepped on the sidewalk. We can even feel that. But there we go, guys. Let's go ahead and go out on a test drive, and let's see how this F-150 performs. Now, I've driven quite a bit of F-150s 2024 models, including a key wrench, if you want to browse my channel. But this is the first time I'm behind the wheel of the 2024 F-150 Raptors with the V6. I almost had a chance to drive a Raptor up, but actually it was a 2023, not a 2024. So hopefully we'll get our hands, maybe I'll ask Ford if they can lend me their new Raptor as a press vehicle in the near future. But this thing just feels great. I've always been, my biggest thing, I love the F-150s. They feel so good to me. They're kind of second nature to me. We got a really nice head-up display. I don't know if the camera is going to capture that. Nobody else coming. Let's go ahead, guys, and go this way here. 10-speed transmission, of course, sport tuned. Fantastic, just good power out of this high output V6. It's actually pretty good. Now, in terms of the drive modes, I forgot we're gonna actually go and see what more drive mode we are on. Let's go back to sport, because we're not gonna go off-road, guys. All kinds of off-road, actually no off-road, I'm sorry, no shift in progress. Go ahead, guys, and shift. There we go. We see we got a front camera there with direct lanes if you're gonna go off-road, but I'm actually heading, and I'm going the wrong way. There we go. We're going to sport, and that's gonna turn off. I'm gonna be just in, I believe, sport steering, sport exhaust. Let's hit it, guys. Oof, nice. This thing pulls really nice. A lot of good power, to be honest with you. I know you can definitely tune this car's or this engine, excuse me, not of course this truck, but I think it feels so good. Pretty direct steering as well. I mean, this is a big 35-inch tires and soft suspension for off-road, but this thing feels pretty good and feels really lively. It wants to play. I just love the way this tractor feels. It feels, I just drove a GMC 1500 Elevation, and this thing feels way different. Of course, much more softer suspension, but very well in check. Good feeling. It's got a taut feeling, but also that kind of complementary off-road feeling that you can definitely just take it anywhere. Let's go ahead, guys, and get off. If you just give a little bit of gas here, she just goes. Wow, good power. Of course, this is a big truck, and you can just tell that you're taking a whole lane, and you're gonna keep your hands on both hands on the steering wheel, because this is easily can get away from you, especially in a small one-lane road like this, or a two-lane road, if I can say. But what a truck! What a truck! This thing feels so good to drive. This F-150 Raptor. Of course, off-road tune suspension feels pretty comfortable on the road. I like the way this feels, because this to me is like basically a Porsche GT3 for the road in turn. This is kind of the opposite of this, but it's basically the same kind of concept. Basically, you know, a fine-tuned off-road high-speed truck to go off-road. Good power, good amount of that. You know, a lot of people do crazy things in this, but what a truck! This is definitely the, you know, what Ford's good at building this type of trucks. And of course, you know, that's the Dodge Ram TRX is gone. Now we're gonna have just the RHO, if I'm correct, the Rhino, which is basically the same suspension. I believe it's just with the inline 6 twin turbo, which is gonna be kind of the real more rival to this F-150 Raptor. So at least Ram is keeping that thing alive and keeping that, at least the suspension alive in the same type of truck, because it basically looks the same as a T-Rex. Now, as an example, this thing might look the same as a Raptor R, but of course, once you hear that glorious V8, you know, that thunderous V8, just is way different than the V6. But the V6, in all due respect, it's got good power. It's got good, of course, getting a much better fuel economy, and of course, still got a decent sound, to be honest. It doesn't sound too bad, and especially with this sport exhaust. And we do have a light. Let's see if this can make it. We got another F-150 in front of us. But this thing just, you can see, guys, just, and sport, this thing goes. It's got the transmission, you can feel a little bit more, but that's the nature of this truck. You know, this is not meant to be a luxurious stuff. If you're gonna do that, you want to go to the limited. Excuse me, the limit doesn't exist anymore in 24 F-150 route. You have to go to the Platinum Plus if you want the best luxury and feeling, you know. But this one here is basically, you know, sports suspension, going Baja mode, more raw truck feeling. This is what Ford delivers with this F-150 Raptor. The steering wheel feels great in your hand, nice and thick too. Wow, what a truck this thing is. Let me know if anybody else want an F-150 Raptor that's maybe a 2023, 2022. Let me know how it's been. I think this is a pretty reliable. We get a, I think it was a, no, it's not a cop car. It can be that of a Capri, the Ford, the older Ford. I forgot the name of the car, but let me know if anybody's on one of these. Of course, you know, this truck's been around. I think this is a pretty reliable V6. If you take care of it, with oil changes, good maintenance on it, will definitely make it last a while. Especially in something like this that, you know, it's a performance truck. You gotta keep the upbeat. But this is, I mean, right now I'm really enjoying it. We got the cool seats, cooling my butt, feels great. Got a nice AC going, comfortable ride. You know, you can definitely just get into this lane and not worry. You're in a unique truck that, you know, you can just go anywhere in this truck, to be honest, almost anywhere. Good response from the 10-speed transmission. You can always use the pedals. I haven't used them, but you can definitely have those as an option to use. But in conclusion, guys, fantastic truck. This F-150 Raptor is just it's just a sweetheart of a truck. Even with this V6, I know the V8, well, a lot of people will love it, but you're looking at, you know, another $30,000-$40,000 more, and whatever the retailer or the dealer's charging more for, you know, F-150 Raptor. This one's are about 80. If you want a Raptor R, looking at about $115 at the minimum. If you're gonna find one that's basically at MSRP, if not a little bit above MSRP. The one they had here before that I almost lost my hands, I think sold for like a 125 or 127, somewhere around there is what it sold for. So it did sell a little bit over asking, but there's really not much any. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, if you could try to find one that's basically ad stickers, not going to be easy. But there you go, guys. 2024 Ford F-150 Raptor. Thank you very much, guys, if you've made this far into the video and been here with me on this quicker review of this F-150 Raptor. Big thank you again to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this F-150. And all right, guys, let me know what you think of this 2024 Raptor. I like the rear styling, looks good, great truck, it's comfortable, just, you know, an overall great American truck. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you guys have a great afternoon, evening, or wherever you are, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.